All right, folks, you've got Modern Era Fitness Podcast. I'm Caleb, a martial arts instructor, and with me,
Mike Walls, our personal trainer.
And today,
we're rocking out.
We're talking about New Year's resolutions, the pros and cons. But first, Mike.
What?
How was your week?
It was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
So was that intro like actual?
Sure, why not?
Awesome.
I don't think we'll get sued.
We'll see.
I think if you play it for more than, 30 seconds or if we're trying to make money off of playing it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we're not. We just need it to spice up.
We just need to look cool.
Yeah.
Sound cool.
Yeah. So, Mike, I gotta talk to you about something.
What?
This morning's boot camp.
Uh-huh. Got ya?
Yeah. I think it's a combination of it being a really difficult one and having been in Nolans.
Yeah. Yeah, you look...
It was once I got my protein shake in me, I was feeling a lot better. But then my instructor, Sifu Mike, came in and started picking on me, and I almost threw up protein shake on him.
I saw that. I was like, why is he going so easy on him?
I was, yeah.
So.
Oh, you had something you wanted to say.
Yes. Big news. Fitbit.
You're pregnant?
I'm pregnant. with
I noticed a little
burrito
change
principle.
In you. Yeah, I didn't want to ask.
I got that glow.
I was told never to ask a guy if he's pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that
I've been told that repeatedly, actually.
Because you keep doing it. Kelly's like, Caleb.
It's a guy. They can't get pregnant. So what's the big news?
Fitbit bought out Pebble.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what exactly does that mean?
It means no more Pebble. I'm pretty sure they just bought out competition.
Yeah. Well, nice knowing you, Pebble.
Bye.
It was a cute name.
Yeah.
It's fun while it lasted.
I listened to the Verge cast.
A little bit closer. Okay. The Verge cast?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Okay. Here's a game.
What?
Okay, I'm going to call it If You Could.
Okay.
If you could eat anything now with no consequence, what would you eat?
All the hate in the world.
Oh, brother.
I'm not going to mic drop because these are expensive.
Seriously,
Pecan pie.
Say that again?
Pecan pie.
Where are you from?
Oregon. Why is that funny? Am I saying it weird?
Yeah.
How do you say it? Pecan?
You're saying it like you're from Turner or something.
Pecan pie.
Pecan.
Pecan. Pecan.
You put the emphasis on the first part of pecan. And that's weirding me out.
Whoever out there knows more about the English language than we do, please let us know who's right.
Well, pecan isn't an English word.
I was about to
I'm wrapping you up in some verbal jiu-jitsu right now.
I was about to say, well, it's in England, but...
Pecans are in England.
It's probably true, too.
I think it's a French word. And as a matter of fact, they grow a lot of them in Louisiana.
No way.
Where they speak
What's the
Cajun
connection
French.
here?
Ever heard of the Louisiana Purchase from the French? Napoleon? Actually, we stayed... we went to a restaurant called Napoleon's, and apparently it was this old residence of some super rich dude, and he offered to take Napoleon in once he got exiled, and he didn't end up living there, but a little bit of history there.
Wow, it's like you're really from there now.
I'm I'm an honorary Cajun.
That's my favorite.
What?
When somebody takes a little trip somewhere and then comes back and just like totally adopts that culture.
It's like, yeah, there was
spent 2 weeks in like,
and now they suddenly have an accent.
Yeah, in Australia.
Come on,
they have an accent.
You're not fooling anybody.
Yeah. Then they can't go a day without like,
Yeah.
my time in Australia.
Yeah.
Dude, you were there on a missions trip.
They did a study on accents, and like when you can't lose one, essentially, you have to actively do that accent. Apparently, if you've been in a country up until the age of 12, you can't really pick up the accent
Really?
of a new place. If you transplant, say I'm from Australia and I've lived there until 12, and then I come over to the States, I'll always have a little bit of an Australian accent.
That makes sense.
But if I'm there till like I'm 4 and then I come over, then I might not.
Then your brain is still malleable enough.
Yeah, the language part.
Yep.
So I'm sure, and there's always exceptions, as we say. Okay, back to my game.
Probably Elon Musk.
Yeah, well, he's South African.
He is?
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah, no. Wait, Elon Musk get out?
No.
I was gonna
Never
say,
that.
that's
Elon Musk
mean.
2020.
Yeah, for real. No,
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah. If Trump can do it, so can he.
Yeah, and he can save everyone.
Yeah.
I have full faith in that guy. Back to my game. I want to play my game. Okay. If you could eat anything, and it's not
pecan pie.
Pecan pie. Okay, got it. If you could, myself excluded from the options. If you could punch anybody in the face, who would it be?
Ooh. Anybody that's alive or from history? That's an easy one.
Don't pick Hitler. Hitler's like
Mussolini.
No, come on. Somebody alive.
Oh, what's his name? Not Matt Damon.
The other guy.
The other guy.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Matt Damon and
Ben Affleck. I would punch him in the face.
While he's wearing a Batman costume?
While he's acting in some role, and it's all the same as the other roles that he's ever played. Stop.
Yeah, okay. That's a good one.
It's
I dig that.
super arbitrary and it means nothing.
Yeah.
But he annoys me.
He's probably a fantastic guy. Enjoy hanging out with him.
It's probably super nice.
Yeah.
Except for his run-in with Sam Harris.
What was that?
Oh, Sam Harris. It's another podcast I listen to.
What was the run-in?
Just faulty logic, I think.
But I mean, they were talking together?
They were.
Okay.
Anyway, that's a rabbit hole I don't want to go down.
Yeah. Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
The Ben Affleck.
Let's do another, if you could.
Okay. Are you asking me or am I asking you?
You're asking me.
Okay. If you could, I think this might scratch an itch for you.
Okay.
So it won't be that difficult. If you could fire any sort of armory, like any sort of gun or any sort of artillery, anything in the world from any country, including ours, obviously. What would you want? What's your fantasy thing to shoot?
To shoot?
Not target, but
gun.
Yeah.
Projectile weapon.
Yeah. Bow and arrow.
Yeah. I got this Red Ryder. Been saving up for it. No, I'd either do a Mark 19 or a M250 cal.
And what are those?
So the M2 or Ma Deuce 50 cal is just basically the
50 caliber
50 cal machine gun.
Crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been around since World War II.
Yeah.
Or the Mark 19 fully automatic grenade launcher from the Marine Corps. Yeah, those are fun to shoot. I've shot both of them, but now that I've been out for a while, I look back and
miss it.
Man, that was fun.
Yeah.
It was, you
didn't fully embrace the opportunity.
Yeah, it's 10 hours of work for 2 minutes of fun. But still.
Yeah.
Fun to shoot.
Fully automatic grenade launcher?
Yes. A belt-fed grenade launcher.
Oh my gosh.
40 millimeter grenade launcher. Yeah.
Oh my word.
When you need to take out something and everything else around it.
Yeah.
That. I like how you're just laughing at that. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that exists.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's a need for it somewhere.
There is.
Yeah. Some situation calls for it.
Mm-hmm.
Be a pretty bad situation.
Yeah. Those situations arise.
Yeah. Man, oh man. And if you won't get blacklisted for telling me,
Uh-huh.
Are they pretty readily available? I mean, like, does every...
Readily available?
As in, like, does every company have access? Every,
Oh,
like
so...
FOB or...
Yeah, totally.
Like,
yeah.
Every like each one will have at least one.
Oh, yeah. So
Okay.
so each string is going to have, like, each platoon is going to have weapons in it. Like that.
You know what I mean? I was going to say, I hope they have
It's
weapons.
not just rifles and M16s and M4s. Like, there's going to be, like, the SAW and the 240, which are just, light machine gun, medium machine gun, then the
heavy duty
50 cal and Mark 19, stuff like that.
Okay.
And you're going to have probably air support and artillery and all kinds of stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The boy in me is like, awesome.
Yeah.
Like, that's so cool. Oh, man. That's neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't have those things, then it's either something really bad happened or, I think that's the only reason you would ever not have those.
So what are we talking about today? New Year's resolutions.
Pros and cons.
Yeah, because we're coming up at that time of the year, and you might be thinking to yourself, what's my resolution going to be? Well, maybe you should have one, and maybe you shouldn't. So, do you want to be the pro or the con?
I'll be the con.
Okay.
Well, real quick, what's your stance on New Year's resolutions?
They kind of bother me.
Me too.
They annoy me. I'm not one for that because, and I will probably get into this, but in my opinion, it's why wait?
Yep.
Doing it on that date doesn't make it easier or more difficult for me.
That's number one on the con.
Oh. So,
why start later? That's con number one of New Year's resolutions.
Okay. Do you want to go through all the cons, or do you want to go one and one?
Let's go through all of them so we don't get mixed up.
Okay.
So, why start later if it's going to be healthy for you and if it's going to be a positive change? I don't think there's any good enough reason to start later.
Yeah, and if worst case scenario, if you wait until the first to make that life-changing thing happen, who's to say you don't get a heart attack before then? I know that's kind of reaching, but you could use that as motivation to get started now. Like, are you really willing to risk it? Risk that biscuit.
Number two, it's crowded at the bottom. So
what do you mean the bottom?
I mean, so many people start New Year's resolutions, and so many people fall off the wagon within the first couple months.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just kind of study, it's like, okay, what do successful people do, and what do unsuccessful people do in regards to fitness and nutrition, and seeing results regarding New Year's resolutions. Do they do the New Year's resolutions, or do they start now?
Mm-hmm.
And I find that successful people do not wait. They see that they need to change, and they just, okay, I'm going to start doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And unsuccessful people go on an extra, destruction week before New Year's between
like Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
New Orleans. I could talk all about that now because I've been there.
He knows all about it. He's got the accent when he wants to.
Mardi Gras.
But it's crowded at the bottom.
Baton Rouge.
So based on habits, just start now. That's what I think.
But wait, that's kind of still number one.
It still
crowded,
is.
It's crowded at the bottom.
But it's a good con though, because you're going to go into the gym. If you start then, it's going to be super crowded, and you're going to have a harder time starting.
Okay, I get it. If you start now, you get in before the flood, and it's easier to kind of maneuver and find your system that's going to work for you
before the crowd shows up.
Yeah, and if you go on the New Year's resolution binge, tons of people are going to be not knowing what to do and trying to figure it out, and it's just that much more difficult.
That and regular gym goers that have been going to the same gym for years, they look at New Year's resolutioners as kind of like a plague of locusts or something. Not to get too biblical or anything, but totally. And they just like, okay, it's going to be crowded for a couple months. Let's just wait it out.
Yeah,
they're going to be gone in a couple months anyway. You're going to get kind of labeled as a New Year's resolutioner, and they're going to be waiting for you to leave.
Yeah, And gyms count on those people. They'll get you into a contract starting off with some fantastic deal, and then they're hoping that you then don't show up because they still have empty space to fit more people in, and they're still getting your money off of that contract, counting on the fact that you're not coming in.
Well, that's how
it's free money for them.
Yeah, that's how gyms stay open. It's not the people that are going there. It's all the people that don't go there that have that contract.
So don't be a sucker.
Yeah, and let me know if you see the hook. Hey, no sign-up fees for 12-year contract for New Year's resolution.
Oof.
Because that's super common, and that's just that's.
Do you mean 12-month?
What's that?
Do you mean 12-month?
Yeah, 12-month contract.
Okay.
Did I say 12-year?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's extreme.
So number 3, if you start now, you get a leg up. So it's just a good reason. I mean, get after it. You'll be ahead of the game. That's another con with New Year's resolutions.
Chances are, if you start now, let's see, this probably will come out just before New Year's, but in a magical world, you would get this 1 or 2 weeks ahead. If you start before that rush, you're gonna start seeing results by the time people are just now coming in. So get on it now. So that okay, starting now. We just did that. So now number 4.
Okay, number 4. One of the biggest cons of New Year's resolutions is it kind of undermines the initiative. And if you want to build initiative and build the habit of initiative, if you realize that you have a plan or have a goal, then start now and start building that initiative habit.
What do you mean by initiative habit?
So initiative is a trait that you can kind of develop.
Is it what old timers would refer to as spunk or get up and go?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, initiative. Like seeing something that needs to be done and just like, well, I'm not going to wait. Here we go. Waiting is not an option. So if you're waiting for those New Year's resolutions, you're going to lose out on that building initiative and developing that initiative habit.
Okay, I think I get it. So if I wait for New Year's resolution time, I basically kind of bypassed the initiative aspect because I put it off. Is that what you mean?
Well, not just that, but it's like if you're going to wait for the New Year's resolution time to make a positive change, what else are you waiting on? If that's your default,
yeah, I've found that since I got proactive about health and training and stuff, and that cultivating that initiative habit, as you put it, I get more done now. Yeah. Like not just fitness and stuff, but like in home projects and stuff. It's much easier to start and finish a project because it's now become the way I do things. Like, if the dishwasher needs to be emptied, why wait? Why bother?
Why put it off a second?
Yeah. And and
it does become automatic, right?
And and your spouse will be cool with that, know, because you just see it, it's full. So there's no sense in I've got a minute, empty it.
Yeah,
we're both happier.
But that's something that I noticed when we first started our facility together, and that's something that I've talked to you about, and that's something that I've tried to emulate and have ever since. Number 5, lifestyle change versus work. So if you're going to delay it and start on the 1st of January instead of starting now, then you're probably looking at it as more like work, and you're kind of procrastinating a little bit, versus a lifestyle change of making that change now.
Yeah, it's almost like making it a punishment.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here it comes.
Here comes the 1st.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to do that. It's going to be so much work.
Yeah.
And viewing it as a negative thing. Versus if you start now and just like, well, I'm just going to make small changes and make constant improvements instead of going to the wall on the 1st of January, you're going to burn out and you're going to be your classic resolutioner that is done by the end of February.
Yeah. We do not want you to be that.
No.
We want you to succeed.
So basically, it's all in how you view this change that you want to make.
Yeah.
Is it a lifestyle change or is it work? Last but not least, number 6, the teamwork illusion. A lot of people have this New Year's resolution and they go to the gym, they see that it's crowded, they're like, oh, all these people making positive changes. I'm part of something great. I'm making positive changes for myself. But the fact is that you could not show up the next day and nobody would be like, hey, where's Caleb? So the illusion of working together.
You underestimate my gregariousness. People know when I show up.
Where's that guy that walks around like he's everything?
Thank God he's gone.
Yeah. Teamwork illusion. If you're in the gym, then it's a solo struggle, unless you're actually there with like a workout buddy or something. But if you're just there with a bunch of other resolutioners and you don't talk to each other or anything, then it's a bunch of individuals.
Yeah. It's every man or woman for him or herself, as opposed to in the trenches with them, even though that's how you might go in thinking about it. But really, they're all strangers.
Yep.
You haven't sweat together long enough for it to be like a cohesive.
Yeah. I mean, you might have sweat side by side.
Yeah.
But it's not boot camp.
Yeah. Where you're trading sweat. Wait, what?
What?
Okay.
That's 13 weeks of my life.
Body fluids everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, did you have any more cons you wanted to spit out?
No, I just had 6.
Okay. Well, let's take a quick break and we'll come back with the pros.
Okay.
AKA Caleb. I'm a pro. So what's important to you? Family, health, personal safety? If you care about any of those things, check out hoodsmaa.com and find out what we offer. At Hoods MAA, we want you to be healthy and be safe.
Hey everybody, this is Mike at Northwest Forge. Don't have time to go to the gym? Want your personal trainer to come to you? Northwest Forge now offers online training. Check us out at northwestforge.org. Stay motivated.
Are you a fan of the paranormal, UFOs, conspiracies, or cryptids? Do you like being entertained? Then I recommend the 45th Parallel Podcast. You can find it on iTunes, your Android podcast app of choice, or Stitcher Radio. Just type in the 45th Parallel and start listening. Make sure to subscribe and rate our show so we can climb the charts and get our paranormal message out there. We hope to see you in the 45th Parallel.
And we're back. I'm Caleb, martial arts instructor.
I'm Mike, personal trainer.
And you're listening to Modern Era Fitness Podcast, where we talk about health and safety in today's age.
Today we're talking about Today we're talking about New Year's... Today we're talking about New Year's resolutions, the pros and cons.
Yeah. So, recap on the first half of the show. Mike mostly talked about the cons.
Want me to run through them?
Yeah, real quick.
1, why start later? Start now. Number 2, it's crowded at the bottom. You're going to be with a bunch of other New Year's resolutioners. Number 3, start now to get a leg up. Number 4, initiative. Build the habit and start now. Number 5, lifestyle change versus work. If you wait for the new year, you're going to view it as work. If you start now, you're going to view it as lifestyle change, and you're more likely to stick with it. Number 6, teamwork illusion. Don't be fooled. Working out beside a bunch of New Year's resolutioners is just a bunch of individuals. That's it.
Yeah, that's good. I almost wonder if I should start with the last one off of your teamwork illusion.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go in reverse order. Teamwork placebo. He's absolutely right that it's kind of an illusion, but there is something known as the teamwork placebo. Sometimes people feed off of the fact that they feel like they're with a group of people and can see some success. What's the trick to keeping it going, though?
I think the trick to keeping it going is
because the placebos work, but placebos aren't permanent.
Right.
So how do we make it permanent?
So you can, like when I belonged to a local gym before I started this place, I didn't really make any friends or anything, but I noticed that, the same kind of people were around same time I was. And after going there for, 6 months and then a year, you start to realize like, okay, that guy over there, that guy's sticking around.
Yeah.
And so you get to the point where it's like, a head nod, like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
You don't even know each other's name, but you both know
you're there
both
to work
for the long haul.
Yeah, that's cool.
You're there for the work.
So it's almost using
it's like an
imaginary team or an invisible team.
Yeah, and it's kind of an energy that's a very real thing.
Yeah.
That's been proven. Like if you want to be rich, if you hang out with rich people,
you're going to become...
Yeah. And so I wanted to be in shape, and I liked that, so I went there and I hung out with the strong, in shape crowd.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. So it definitely has an effect on you.
Yeah, the all those success books and Rich Dad, Poor Dad and all that stuff, they tell you to find and surround yourself with the people you want to be like. And in doing that, you will get there too.
Yes.
So if you want to be a jerk, hang out with jerks. If you want to be great, hang out with me and Mike.
If you want to be like Caleb, hang out with me and Caleb.
That's good. It's good. Number 5, because I'm going backwards. Finite time to create change. In the past, we've talked about having a deadline, kind of a fixed point to have something done. And this is kind of the same thing. Giving yourself a point where it's like having that specific date gives you an anchor to kind of, just like having a goal, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So you can see an end date. So if your goal is to, 4 days a week for 2017, go to the gym.
Yeah.
Then if you have that end date of, December 30th?
31st,
then you're, it's also like a little leg up.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's kind of like having a plan.
Pretty much.
It is having a plan.
Well, yeah, you're more apt to put your best foot forward if it's for a limited amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah. Number 4.
Emphasis.
I can read the word.
Emphasis. Emphases.
Pecan.
So if you put an emphasis on January 1st,
you can really get jazzed up for it.
You can actually look forward to it.
Yeah. You have to be careful though, because like on the cons, there was this a point of if it's a lifestyle change versus work. If you put emphasis on the success component, you can get excited about it, and it can be motivating for the lifestyle change as opposed to feeling like. Does that make sense? Do you get it?
I didn't even hear you. Yes.
All right.
That makes total sense.
Yeah. I was just saying that the putting the emphasis on the date is almost you can turn that feeling of like, oh, January 1st is going to be work, like on the con list.
Yeah.
If you put the emphasis on it in a positive spin, then it becomes motivating. You get excited about it, and you get excited about what this means for you in your life and the change.
Boom.
You get it?
Got it.
Good.
I don't get it. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles reference.
Yeah. Did you have anything you wanted to add on emphasis?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we nailed it.
Moving on. Number 3, buddy system. You should do it.
You should.
Yeah.
And if you're starting on January 1st, then it's probably going to be really easy to find a buddy.
Yeah. You can always drag a family member or a close friend of yours, maybe, because usually people who are in your circle of influence, your friends, you can pretty much guarantee that one is close enough to want to try to do something new with you. And maybe they've been thinking about making the same changes. And you will definitely find more success when you have somebody there working with you, unless you're incredibly motivated and disciplined like Tony or Boz from 45th Parallel. He's a boss and he works out on his own consistently. But for me, he's got something I don't, and I envy that about him, and I need that kind of accountability. It's somewhere in between accountability and not wanting to let the person down.
Yeah.
When you have a buddy system, it helps you show up even when you don't feel like showing up, because who wants to screw over their best friend, So, buddy system works, and January 1st is a perfect time to get 2 people in sync for the same reason. Right?
Totally.
All right.
If you want to go far, go together. If you want to go fast, go alone. I think that's another Yoda.
2. This is easy. This is easy stuff. The specials that they offer are incredible. Mike mentioned earlier the no joining fee. Joining fees are a crock, in my opinion, anyway. So you can avoid those, and usually get a limited time discount on a monthly subscription, or whatever you want to call it. Just make sure that you're paying attention to the fine,
those deets.
The little details, because they might lock you in for a period of time that you're not willing or comfortable to sign up with. That being said, if you sign up for that contract, that also could be a little bit of motivation to stick with it, because you don't want to throw your money away.
Yeah.
Take advantage of the deals that are out there that are coming up. And a lot of times they'll be starting to advertise them in December to get people signed up before the 1st. Keep your eyes out now, is what I'm saying.
That's a good point, Caleb.
Thanks. How about my next and last one? Or your next and last one? Date with yourself. Date yourself.
It's kind of like treat yourself.
Yeah. We've talked about physical activity as therapy, and I think this is a chance for people to find that for themselves. You need to do you. You need to work on yourself and give yourself some self-love.
Careful.
You know what I mean, though, right?
I do.
I hope. Taking care of yourself should be a priority, and this is a chance for you to actually, without feeling selfish or like you're not making other people happy, this is a time for you. Do you?
Yes. Because
you're important. And what good are you to other people if you are unhealthy and you die early?
Yep.
It's pretty cut and dry.
It's kind of like your circle of, or your scope of action starts with you, like you're at the beginning, and outside of you, if you're healthy and happy and all those things,
then you can take care of others.
Then you can take care of your family.
Yeah.
Then you can take care of your community, all kinds of other stuff.
And then the country.
And then the universe.
Yeah.
Just skip the world.
Yeah. There are others.
Yeah.
Proxima Centauri. Hello.
Good band.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like we're winding down a little bit. So, thanks for listening, guys. Give us a like, share, and review. We need those. The reviews especially. If you're getting this through iTunes, make sure you give us a review on iTunes, because that will help us be put in front of other people's eyes that might like dorky shows like ours.
The same stuff you like?
Yeah.
Nerd.
Yeah. But really that is more important currency than actual currency.
Agreed.
Because we just want to help people. You can email us if you like at ModernEraFitnessPodcast@gmail.com.
Or you can get at us on Twitter and Instagram or Facebook at MEF Podcast.
Yeah. And we've got a website, ModernEraFitness.com. You can check out our sponsors and get in contact with us if you want to become a sponsor or get an ad on the show. We offer a special deal for Salem events and local businesses. So,
hell yeah.
If that describes you, contact us through the website. We'd be happy to set something up. Or if there's a guest you'd like us to have, we can also do that. We've got some in the hopper, but we're always wanting to get people that you find interesting too.
I'm nodding.
Yeah. Is that it?
I think so. Let's not make it too wordy,
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, folks, thanks for listening. Live in a good place. Keep your mind deep. And work one at a time.
We love you.
Bing, ding, ding.
I'm pregnant.